Second countdown. Hey everybody, welcome to Studio Spotlight 9. Today we have an amazing guest. We're going to have Cody Dean on today. We get to hear some amazing things from him. We're totally looking forward to that. This is our second broadcast, number 2, numero dos. Today, everything is brought to you once again by, boom, right here. Brought to you by the Business School of Speaking and Mentorship. If you want to check that out, just check out College of Speaking. It's collegeofspeaking.com. Go ahead and check that out. It's pretty awesome. So we're excited about that. We're excited about their sponsorship. We're excited about Mr. Cody Dean being on here. Just a quick reminder before Cody Dean gets started here. There's a couple ways. This is so that people get to see their stuff and get to see what's going on, and we get to share it with everybody. But also there's amazing prizes that are coming out of this and that are happening. So in order for them to get credit for this, they get 7 days from today, from this time until next week. One, if you like it, they get 1 point. If you comment, they get 2 points. And if you share it, they get 3 points. And you can do a lot of likes and a lot of comments and a lot of shares. We're adding this up. It is a competition. There is going to be an annual winner of this competition. So please vote for your favorites and please help grow the community so that all these wonderful people we bring up on here will get out into the spotlight. They'll be seen, their message will be heard, and they can have the opportunity to help and share and benefit others in our community. We're excited to have Mr. Cody Dean on. Whenever he's ready, we're going to go ahead and get that started. So let's see what we got going on here. We are waiting for that. Maybe. Here it comes. Mr. Cody Dean.
Of is what it stands for. What I stand for is helping others create more abundance, success, and freedom in their life. I feel like this is a great spot for you to be in and for us all to be together and all work together. In this video and in this training, I'm going to show you the steps of creation. This is what I call the creation formula, and I've used this personally in my life to create over a 6-figure income, 5-figure monthly income, be able to train 50 other people to create a 6-figure income as well. And a lot of other things like we've done 1 years and just, has helped me manifest more in my life, my family's life, with my kids. And so I'm excited to share it with you today. So if you're excited, go ahead and share this out as well and comment down below if you're excited as well to learn. Again, in this video, I'm going to teach you the creation formula. It's a 4-step formula to create more abundance, success, and freedom in your life. Now, the examples that I'm going to be giving here are all related to wealth and money and finances. And that's where my clientele really is, in sales and marketing and network marketing. And that's really the niche and the people that I help with this formula. But I've actually also helped and heard other people use the same formula to lose weight, to get more done, to have better relationships, all that. But my experiences are always, and where I target is with people and creating more wealth, abundance through wealth and finances, those kind of things. Okay. So a little bit about me and my story here, and this will explain this poster here in the background. Is back in 2014, 2015, I did door-to-door sales. And I was not very good at it. I drove out to California in this really junker of a car. It was a 2000, it was a 1999 Saturn Ion, and we barely made it out there. And it was just running on fumes, and the oil wasn't working well, and it was I didn't even have to change the oil because it would burn out. It was just such an old car. And I went out to California, started knocking on doors, and I was doing satellite TV. Okay. And was knocking on doors, and I was like, man, I had this big vision of like what I wanted to do to be successful. I've heard of all these guys go out, they start knocking doors, and they make millions of dollars, so to speak. And really, what I wanted was to pay for my bills, to pay for my schooling, so I didn't have to get any debt. And so I go out there and I start knocking on doors, and I have these goals. Hey, I want to sell. I want to make this much money. I want to do this, X, Y, Z. Okay. And I had all these goals, and I started knocking on these doors, and I realized I'm not very good at sales. Like, I grew up with no background in sales. None of my parents were entrepreneurs or did sales. Everyone just had normal day jobs and stuff like that. And so I got out there and I was really out of my element. The only thing that I had was a desire and passion. And so I go out there and I'm struggling because they don't pay you by the hour. They don't give you any salary or anything. You only get paid off of what you produce. And I was like, man, like I just need to make this work out. And everyone told me, just keep working, stay motivated, don't give up. And I was like, man, I am motivated. Like, I got bills to pay. I have these goals. I have student loan, or no, I don't have student loan, but I have these college classes coming up in the fall. I got to pay. Anyway, I have these bills. Anyway, I remember distinctly getting out of our big hoorah meetings in the morning, because we'd get in the morning and have these meetings and just knock all day and just sweat all day long in the summer heat of California. And I remember getting out of one of these meetings, and I just felt just this pit in my stomach of like, man, I got to figure this out, because I was not making any money. And so I remember getting out of the meeting, going out the store, and I'm walking down the steps, and I feel my phone vibrate. And I was like, oh, I get a text. Pull out this text, and it's a number I don't recognize. It's actually from the bank. And the bank says, you have an overdraft fee. And I was like, oh, wow, like, just kick me when I'm down, why don't you? I am stuck here, and I don't have even enough money to get back home to Utah because of the gas that it would take to get there. And I was like, man, I'm stuck. Like, I'm it's over. Like, I got to figure this out. I was literally up against the wall here, had an overdraft fee, and they had to pull it from my credit card. And I was just, man, got to figure this out. So I was like, what am I going to do? I got to figure this out. And it just so happened the next day or two, I saw on social media this text or this motivational quote, and it's this quote right here. And it says, the best way to predict the future is to create it. And that just hit me. I was like, boom, like my brain exploded. I was like, I've been doing this wrong. I've been living my life wrong this entire time. Because up to this point in my life, I had just been hoping for success. I had just been hoping that I would make money, and maybe that I could find it somewhere. If I worked hard enough, that I could find it. If I knocked on enough doors or talked to enough people, that I would find it, that I would hope for it. It would just come to me. Maybe it would attract to me, the law of attraction, like just hoping and praying. And it realized this quote, it changed my life. It says, the best way to predict the future is to create it. And I was like, success is not something that you go and find. Success is something that you go out and create. And I was like, oh man, I need to, instead of like going out and working hard and trying to be motivated, I need to learn how to create success. I need to learn how to create my results. I need to learn how to create what I want in life. And instantly, my results started happening. Instantly, I started selling. I went from selling 1 to 2 accounts a week. Okay. That's like, you make like $200 a sell. Okay. I made like $400 a week, to doing 6 sells the very next day. I was averaging like 4, 5, 6 sales. just from the mindset shift of saying, I am the creator of my life. Say that, type it in the comments down below. Say, I am the creator of my life. And an amazing power happens when you decide that you are the creator of your life. You start realizing, hey, everything that has happened to me in this moment has been a creation of everything from my past. And if I want a better future, I need to create that future. And so I took responsibility for my life. You might hear that often. It's like, hey, take 100% responsibility for your life. That is one of the steps of creation, okay? You take responsibility. I should say it's one of the principles, okay? It's not one of the steps. I'll go over the steps here in just a minute. But once you take ownership of your life and that you are the creator of your life, and actually you're a co-creator because God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is actually helping you create. And we'll get more into that. And if you want to research more about me, you can go to my website at codydean.net and pureuniversity.com. Okay. So anyway, let's get into the steps of creation. If you want to learn more about these, I have here my goal creation journal. I actually came up with this because over the years, the last 3 or 4 years, from 2014 to around 2017, so like 3 years, 3 or 4 years, I was just writing in journals. I would go and study the successful people, and not what they did, but or what they accomplished, but how they accomplished it. And I started seeing patterns. Okay, I started becoming aware of what these people are actually doing. So I am really good at reverse engineering. So I reverse engineered everything down, and I put it into this journal. Okay, first of all, I just started in journals in general. I call my life books. Okay, my books of life, and I would write down all the things that I would find. But eventually I composed it into here. And so what I talk about today, you can find more about in here and actually implementing the things that we'll be talking about. So this is a goal creation journal. You can go to goalcreationjournal.com and you can get one of these for free anywhere in the world. Okay. We just ask that you cover the shipping and handling to ship it out to you. So anywhere in the world, we'll ship it to you. Alaska, Hawaii. We have some people in Nigeria getting these. So, but yeah, they are amazing for helping you transform the invisible, like just things that are inside your head, like these goals and these dreams that you have, turning the invisible to the visible. So let's get into it. There are 4 steps of creation, and we'll talk about them, okay? So the first thing that I did was, as you may remember, is I started becoming aware of what was happening around me. I started becoming aware of all of the successes that these big gurus were having, okay? So that is the first step of creation, is awareness. And I like to put on here attention, because the problem that most people have is they don't know what they don't know. I like to give it as an example, this circle. Okay, this circle is all the knowledge in the entire world. Let's give an example of, like, I like to use the example of languages. Okay, this circle represents all of the languages in all of the world, and I think there's anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 languages. Okay, in all the world. How many languages do you know? Let's say you know 2. 2 out of 2,000 languages. Okay, so that's 1 out of 1,000. So it's less than 1% of a percent, right? So you know 2 languages, hypothetically, out of 2,000 languages in the world. That's everything here. Okay, so that's your knowledge of what you hear. But now we know that, hey, there's 2,000 other languages in the world. Okay, so these are, you can break it into a couple categories. Okay, there's the things you know that you know. So you know, hey, I know that I know 2 languages. And then there's the things that you know that you don't know. So I know that I don't know all the other languages in the world. And I don't even know all the other languages. So there are even things that you don't know that you don't know. And this is the worst place to be in. If you don't even know that something exists, then you can't even try and figure out how to get there. So this is why it's important to get into groups, get a mentor, read books, and track your performance. And tracking your performance is the biggest one that I talk about with my clients. And that's why we have the goal journal. What you do is you track where you currently are, and you track what you want, and you figure out what is in between you and that place. Okay, there's little places here in the goal journal. When you get the goal journal, you actually will get a whole training that's like an hour long on just the goal journal. Much more than what I can do here in this 20 minutes. Okay, so step one is build your awareness. All right, so once you build your awareness of where you are, the next step is you need to learn how to visualize. So something that I do with my clients is I show 20 pictures and I show them in just a half a second each. I say bang, 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 bang. And I show all 20 pictures. And I'm like, how many of those pictures do you remember? Most people will remember anywhere from 5 to 7 things. So they remember 5 to 7 things. Okay. Sometimes people get really, really good and they're like 8 or 9 or 10. I was like, man, you remembered 50% of the pictures that I showed you. Anyway, and I only show them for half a second each. Okay. Then what I do is I take one of the pictures that they have seen before and I put it next to a picture that they have never seen before. And I say, hey, which one of these pictures have you seen? And they pick it out every single time, 100%. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 people miss one. But the thing is, you have to remember that your brain doesn't think in words, it thinks in pictures. So if you can visualize what you want, it actually creates a loop. It actually will build your awareness. It gets into the reticular activating system where you can actually visualize something and you start becoming aware of other things that are around you. And that builds your awareness, which allows you to visualize more. And it's the cycle. It's a beautiful cycle. Okay. So this is step 1. This is step 2. And then step 3 is you take action. So once you can see where you are, where you want to go, you start visualizing it, you start taking action. And there's a couple things here. Is you want to take actions on what you want to be, things you want to do, and things that you want to have. Now I'm going a little fast here because again, we have 20 minutes, but you can start implementing a lot of these things by measuring where you're at. Okay, measure where you're currently at, and then you want to track where you are. So if you're in like want to make more money, how much money do you have in your bank account right this minute? And then how much money do you want to get in the future? Is it 6 figures? Is it 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month? Start visualizing that. What is it going to be like? And you can even visualize what's it going to be like? Get all the senses involved here, okay? What am I going to see? What am I going to hear? What am I going to smell? What am I going to taste? What am I going to feel? Who am I going to be around? Those kind of things, okay? Then you're going to take action. And I say take one little step every single day towards your goal, okay? In the goal journal, you'll see these little tracking boxes. Literally just take one step. What is one thing you can do between here and your goal? What's one step? Boom. Okay. What is just one thing that's closer? Boom. And eventually you'll get there. Earl Nightingale says, success is the realization or the progression of the realization of a worthy goal or something like that, okay? It's the progression of getting closer and closer to a goal. It's a goal is not there just to go and get it. It's there to help design you to grow into something more, right? Like I can help someone go and make $100,000 in a year, but if they become a jerk in the process, like, are they really successful? You can decide. All right. So step 4, after you've taken action, is for every action there is an equal and opposite what? Reaction, right? And I like to call these creations. And the creations, are actually the thing that you're going to measure and going to track. Up to this point, you have been subconsciously creating, okay? You're unaware of your creations. Maybe you are aware of a little bit. You're taking responsibility of your creations at this point, okay? When you took the action, did you Was it a success? Like, did you accomplish it or did you not? Did you even try? Why did it not happen? Why did it not work out? What happened? Okay. The big thing from this is you want to learn. You want to learn from the action. Because if you can learn, it actually will build your awareness. And when you build your awareness, you can start the process over again. Now, if you want to go a deep dive into this, actually, there are 3 layers of creation. This is just the first layer that I teach to a lot of people to get them started. If you want to learn more, there is actually an academy I teach this called the Goal Creation Academy. You can go there and enroll, and you actually learn the second step that's above awareness. You'll learn the second and third steps above visualization. You'll learn the next steps that are actually above action. So let me give you kind of a perspective. Okay, so you have your awareness, you have your visualization, you have your action, and then your creation. Then it starts over. And then there's actually a box here, a box here, a box here, a box here. You start over again, and there's a box here, box here, box here, and a box here. And so I can teach you more about these upper levels of creation if you are ready for those next steps. If you are ready for those next steps, reach out, okay? But for now, you may be wondering, okay, what's the next step that I can do right now? For majority of people, what I want you to do is go get my goal journal here. Oh, that's the back, the Goal Creation Journal. This is the Goal Creation Journal Mini. It's free. You just cover the shipping, handling to get it to you anywhere in the world. There is a hardbound version. This will last you about 100 days, okay? So it's 12 weeks. There's a bunch of bullet points here in the back. And then you can actually get some of the training. There's some websites and stuff that you can go to in here. You can get a hardbound version, and it goes up to a year. It's a year long. It's like 700 pages, tons of bullet points, and it even includes a vision board at the back. And yeah, that would be the next step that I'll tell you to go. When you get the goal journal, then you have options to get the Goal Creation Academy, and there's other upgrades as well down the road. So again, guys, you are the creator of your life. Use this creation formula for good, because the best way to predict the future is to create it. And what I always tell my clients when I'm signing off is go out, be great, and create your freedom. I'll see you guys later.
Well, no, that was awesome. Thank you, Cody. We appreciate that. Those are the best way to predict it. To predict the future is to create it. As you can see, there's been his website scrolling underneath here and behind here. Also, you can see the ones that are brought to you by the Business School of Speaking and Mentorship and the College of Speaking.com. You can go there and check out what that's all about, because it is changing the way we do. It's changing the way we do coaching. It's a new way of doing it. It's an awesome opportunity. So we encourage you all to do that. I want to encourage everybody to go like and share and comment this, because Cody Dean dropped some marvelous things in there for us and some real there, and we appreciate that. And we encourage you guys to go out there and get everything done. Get the journal, watch it. He's only got 20 minutes on here, and we appreciate him and his time. We look forward this week. We got a bunch of other people coming up. Just keep watching for who's coming. I know we got John Kovacs Jr. coming up on Thursday, and we have some other people programmed in. Just keep watching for that. It's going to be exciting and fun. We look forward to seeing you guys. Remember also that if you guys are out there and you're watching this and you're interested in being a sponsor on this and sponsoring either sponsorship and having it run with everything and having the sponsorships run, or if you want to sponsor and you have a gift that you want to give to either the weekly, the monthly, the quarterly, or the annual participants, let us know. Get in contact with us. You can message us straight here in the group, or you can get a hold of me at Chip Isley or at Phil I actually don't. You can just message me at Chip Isley and we'll get a hold of you, or message us through here. We're excited to talk to you guys. We're excited to make this community grow. and to be able to see what's out there and see what's possible. Thank you, and have a wonderful Spotlight Day.